Welcome to another episode of This Is My Opinion. As always, I'm your host, Kyle, and this is my opinion. The game that we're going to talk about today is Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. Again, I played this game on my PS4, I guess, or PS5. I don't remember exactly. Why I'm recording this video? Because I recently finished Dragon's Dogma 2. So I think why not just make a quick review of the first one and just make like the whole series completed. Very smart of me. I know. Thank you. So what I think about Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen, to simply put, is the worst, cheapest, and older version of the Dragon's Dogma 2. Uh, if you're willing to check it out, if you're thinking about buying Dragon's Dogma 2 and you don't want to spend the $37, you can buy the first one for $8. For $8, this game is completely worth it. I don't know. You just must play it. Again, this game is a dark fantasy game. It's basically fighting dragons and fighting big creatures that is kind of like a monster hunter. And why I say that? Uh, because of this guy. uh Bunk Duck. I'm gonna make a recommendation video for his channel as well. But just watching how to Dragon's Dogma and Dragon's Dogma 2 is not what you think it is. It's such a great videos that I cannot recommend enough. Literally, those videos make me fall in love a lot more than for Dragon's Dogma. Especially this is almost a documentary. It's like almost an hour for him talking about Dragon's Dogma 2. And it's such a funny and well done video. Again, Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen is very similar in every single thing with Dragon's Dogma 2. Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen is basically an expansion version of the game that is basically getting the DLC Dark Arisen into the first game, Dragon's Dogma. And as you're gonna see on his videos, you're gonna notice that the Dark Arisen it wasn't created for the same director of Dragon's Dogma because they fix it a couple of things. But again, it's a very fun game. Is a dark medieval fantasy that have mages, you have orcs, you have your powers, you have your warrior, and you fight against big monsters. The story is very weird, but it's very alternative, which is a good thing. I never saw the Dragon's Dogma story going so hard. You're starting as a low human villager, and you're selected by a dragon that steals your heart, making you the Arisen. Your major power is to conjure pawns that is basically slaves or companions for other dimensions to help you fight it out those big things. And you need to fight those things to fight the big dragon and to save the world. Because if you don't, everything's going crumbling down. And again, you have so many twists and turns about what is a reason and how important it is. Do you gonna continue the cycle or you're gonna break it? You gonna fight the dragon or you're gonna become a king? And that's so many options and so many rare moments that you can find on Dragon's Dogma. I think the biggest criticize that people has for Dragon's Dogma specifically is the amount of walking that you need to do. But if you're complaining about walking in Dragon's Dogma, it's because you don't understand Dragon's Dogma. Because the whole idea is to make you feel part of an adventure, a part of a group of adventurers going together to do some mission in the far corner of the world just to trying to fight against like a big cyclops that is terrorizing the nearby villages. And this game make that thing perfectly. It's a very, very unique experience that I never felt in any other games before. just the idea of climbing on monsters and hitting them down, and you're gonna say, actually, Monster Hunter did that before, and I'm gonna say, shut the fuck up, you don't know what you're saying. Even though they have a core major mechanic together, they are completely different games. In Monster Hunter, you're hunting for parts. You're trying to make your build better. On Dragon's Dogma, you're slaying the terrible creature that is terrorizing your city. You're trying to fight for resources or trying to figure it out a way to save your world. In Monster Hunter, you're just, yeah, I need to hunt that thing. In Dragon's Dogma, I need to kill that thing. And that is the major difference. And Dragon's Dogma is the type of game that you have so many hidden layers and so many hidden secrets that you only discover if you dig uh, hard enough. You cannot. I know it's an old game, but even though I played, I think like 2 years ago, I still think that is a game that is held pretty well. And again, they are very similar. Dragon's Dogma 2 is bigger, better, polished, with more things to do, but it's basically a Dragon's Dogma game. Dragon's Dogma 2 is basically Dragon's Dogma 1, but better. So if you wanted to try it out, you can try that out for way cheaper. The experience, the story in Dragon's Dogma 2 is completely different-ish, quote unquote, but you still can have a very good feeling about what is Dragon's Dogma and if it is a game for you. And if you really like Dragon's Dogma 1, why not just try Dragon's Dogma 2? That is the whole point of this video. I know that is a short one, but again, it's just $8. And it goes constantly on deals, on sales. So you can just try it out. If you like hunting big monsters, if you like to walk, if you like to create adventures and create your own character with personalities in so many classes. I think on Dragon's Dogma 1 you have like 6 classes. I could be wrong. Uh, but you have like 6 or 8 classes. And the classes play so vastly different from each other. You have oh no, it's more because you have your fighter and your berserker. You have your assassin and you have the other type of assassin. You have your archer and you have like your mage archer. You have your wizard and you have your mage. So you have at least 8 different classes that is gonna have you hours and hours of fun. Because if you finish the game once, the ending of the game makes you think about choices. And the ending of Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen is such a philosophical point that you completely get left fielded. It talks about the meaning of your life, the meaning of your choices. If everything that you've done is in vain or you serve a greater purpose. Are you really free into this world or you're just following protocols and following things? And that is the dogma of the dragon. And thank you so much for watching. I know that this was a short one. As always, I like to be concise on my reviews. Let me know in the comments if you try Dragon's Dogma 1 and what do you think about it. Dragon's Dogma 2, of course, is better than 1, but it's also, I think, 4 times the price. Is worth it to pay 4 times the price for the game? If you like it, yes. If you don't, you can try a cheaper version. It's basically this is a very fair comparison. It's like the new Zelda games, the Breath of the Wild and the I always forgot the second one, the Skyrim Kingdom, blah 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 Kingdom. It's basically Dragon's Dogma is a demo for Dragon's Dogma 2. Dragon's Dogma walk, so Dragon's Dogma 2 can walk more because a ton of walking on that game. And yeah, thank you so much. See you on the next one. Bye.